Shit's getting good now. Tulsi Gabbard files $50 million lawsuit against Hillary Clinton for pushing that she's a Russian asset. The lawsuit filed on Wednesday in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York asserts that Clinton carelessly and recklessly impugned Gabbard's reputation when she said that the candidate is the favorite of the Russians in the podcast. Well, Clinton didn't say Gabbard directly was a Russian asset, but she insinuated, and you can tell like she was mentioning Tulsi Gabbard, basically because it said she, which basically takes out all female candidates, like all the establishment female candidates, and a favorite of the Russians, which means Tulsi Gabbard, because basically like her foreign policy is against Clinton's foreign policy. Anybody that goes against the Democrat like Clinton establishment is like agent of Russia if you go against their foreign policy consensus. And I mean, which is basically the reason why Tulsi was smeared as a Russian asset in the first place, or a side lever. Basically, because in February 2016, Tulsi believed the best candidate was Bernie Sanders. Yeah, she knew Clinton had a stranglehold of the Democratic Party, and if you cross Clinton, you're basically going to get railroaded. You know what I'm saying? They're going to like smear the shit out of you, and that's what happened to her. You know what I'm saying? After endorsing Senator Sanders, that's it. It wasn't because she was meeting or talking with side or like she's a favorite of Russia. Nah, because she calls out their bullshit. She called out their foreign policy consensus. She's against it. She wants to bring the troops back home. Because she is a veteran of the U.S. Army. I mean, she's a veteran of the National Guard. She served in Iraq as I think she was a medic. Yeah, she served in Iraq, and she saw like the realities of war. You know what I'm saying? Like the horrors. I mean, myself, I'm a veteran of the Iraq War myself, and we've seen the horrors of war. And we want our troops brought back home from like fighting these unjustified wars. I mean the whole thing in the Middle East right now, like this whole war on terror, is basically imperialism. I mean that's what it all is. It's all imperialism. They're not fighting for the defense of the United States. No, they're fighting to bring basically to bring like American corporations inside the Middle East and like basically defend Israel. That's what it's all about, really. It's like defending Israel. I mean, defending Israel's security against like the anti-Israeli regimes, like Iran. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Clinton's never forgot his perceived slight, and she tried to nail her as some kind of a Russian asset. See, that's what the establishment DNC uses against people who don't play their game. They'll just call you a Russian asset and consider you like enemy non grata. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Clinton-crats tend to say Tulsi Gabbard is a secret Republican, but if you look at Tulsi Gabbard's platform, it is quite left-wing. I mean, her policies are almost similar to a T of Bernie Sanders, but the main difference between them is like she's focused more on foreign policy, while Bernie is focused more on economic policy. Like Tulsi's main thing is being a peace candidate, like bringing our troops home from unnecessary wars, and basically have less combative. You know what I'm saying? Like be less combative, more diplomatic in our foreign policy compared to like Trump's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump threatening to fucking bomb Iranian cultural sites. If you actually think about it, the Democrats have a good shot at impeaching Trump over that assassination of Soleimani. They could. It wasn't approved by the Congress. I mean, they didn't have the evidence like Soleimani was attacking the U.S. I mean, they got a good shot of like impeaching Trump or that, but no, they rather trust the shift show. I don't know. But back to Tulsi. Yeah, I mean, what this basically, I mean, I like this move. Like, Tulsi is not, I mean, I got a feeling like this resolution won't pass, but this is a really good move to like push back against the Clinton team smears. And this kind of shows like Team Clinton don't have the power they think they do anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the days, Clintonistas could smear whoever they want, and they got the media to back them up to give them cover. As you know what I'm saying, basically media back giving cover to basically shield them from like criticism. But now folks like Tulsi are pushing back on that shit, and now like they're gonna learn, like, if you like trying to label somebody, like smear somebody as some kind of asset, you're gonna get sued. And like Clinton made the statements with actual malice. She knew it was false. She knew it was complete bullshit. But she published it anyway because in her deluded mind, she thought the media and the Clintonistas and the Democrat establishment was going to like take her side and like fucking join in on like shitting on Tulsi, but a good percentage of the party didn't. Especially the like Andrew Yang, Bernie Sanders, and Marianne Williamson, like basically the non-establishment outsiders. They all defended Tulsi against Hillary's smear against her. Yep, and as a former Secretary of State, she knew the statements were false. She had no facts backing it up, but she said it anyways because she thought she had the cover. Yeah, she thought she had the cover to say to like take down any enemy she wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, Clinton sees Tulsi as an enemy because basically she doesn't go with the foreign policy consensus of the establishment. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, and Tulsi is one of the few Democrats I would vote for. I mean, her and Yang, and I might vote for Bernie if Tulsi is a VP. And yeah, I love to get by the way, I love to get a shout out to Cassandra Fairbanks because she's another Tulsi crash. She was a Bernie supporter, turned into Trump supporter over Trump's foreign policy, and now she's back to being a Tulsi crap because Tulsi's been consistent about getting our troops home out of these forever wars. That's her main thing. And I got a news update with this clown Schiff, who's still just lying his ass off at the Senate hearing right now. But the bigger story is basically Tulsi suing Hillary Clinton. Because I got a feeling this is going to cause a ripple effect of more people pushing back against Team Clinton smears. Because that's how the Clinton cartel operates. The Clinton team operates. That they've been operating this way for the last 30 or 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Especially the women. Especially after Bill Clinton's the woman that Bill Clinton harassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, they use all kinds of smears against them. They got the media. They cover their bags, so basically they can get away with it. But now there might be some consequences to that behavior. Most likely it won't. It won't happen that way, but it's good that she's sending a message like you can't just, you know what I'm saying, you can't just smear anybody you want, you know what I'm saying, for political gain. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Tulsi's lawsuit against Clinton. So if you like this video, follow me, John Clem 310 on Twitter. If you like the video, please subscribe and please share the video because YouTube don't have much love for like small YouTubers like me, and I'm a black libertarian, you know what I'm saying, spreading libertarian values on YouTube. One of the few. Alright, peace out.